So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world. Jeddah, one of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca. One of the biggest ports in the region and now host to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at a topographical map of the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Russell, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Liam Lawson, Albon, Gasly, Phoenix, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Perez, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Stroll, Bottas, Magnussen, Joe and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Why don't we discuss McLaren? Anthony Davidson is standing alongside me for this one, and we have chassis regulation changes. It's going to put the cat amongst the pigeons.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development. And even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
OK, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please. OK, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap. OK, copy that. Expecting any changes to the weather today, it should be dry throughout. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon... Okay mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Okay, the virtual safety car has been deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track. Be careful. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Shoes ahead of you now. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just one lap old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Time last lap was a 1:56.6. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car. Caution, caution. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, so that's P20 right now, P20. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps, and that's 49 laps to go. Green flag. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. lap of the race so far. Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message. Please repeat. You're breaking up. All right, we're last of the running cars right now. Zhu ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 15.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. And that's 46 laps to go. That's Joe just ahead. Push for that position. And gap to the car in front is 12.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 41.2. You're closing in by 3 seconds a lap. Gap to your teammate ahead is 0.3 seconds. Understood, copy that. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, we're currently in the back. That's last place. Zhu's ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead is 8.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. We've still got 45 laps to complete here. Zhu ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 5.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. And the time last lap was a 1:41.2. Okay, keep this going. We're gaining by around 4 seconds a lap. Flag. Okay, clear. Great job, really impressive. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Verstappen's ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:43.3. Got 11th, that's 11th place. Okay, Magnussen ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Ricardo behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 35.5 seconds. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, 41 laps to go. Mind that front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Tyre condition still looking good. Sonoda ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1:40.5. You're gaining by 1.6 seconds a lap. P10, you're currently in P10. Okay, that's Sonoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Magnussen's behind you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. The distance to the leader is 36.8 seconds. The pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. Okay, 40 laps to go now. Gap to your teammate behind is 6.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 13th place, and the time last lap was a 1:43.0. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Caution, the virtual safety car has just been deployed due to build-up of debris on the track. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
And away we go. No problems, really smooth. Aston Martin will no doubt be very happy with that stop.
Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. That's Sargent just ahead. Push hard. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 15.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 1:41.8. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 13.7 seconds. Bottas is in the pits. Copy that. And that's us in 10th position. And gap to the car in front is 8.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Shoe behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. 5.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Okay, there are 35 laps left in this race. teammate by 5.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 9th place. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 41.6. They're in 1st. They're on old mediums. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 1:39.1. Hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 11.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 59.1. Our gap to the car in front is 10.6 seconds. Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now. The car behind starting to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. P9, you're running P9, keep going. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, gaps in the car ahead is 9.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That's Ricardo behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 8.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time, and that's 33 laps to go. Okay, you're in 9th position. Leclerc ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 9.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Ricardo behind you now. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 9.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, information on Bottas. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.0 seconds. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 5.0 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:38.4. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it. Okay, that's 33 laps of fuel left. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 42.6 seconds. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. You're sat in P8, well done. Albon's ahead of you. And gap to the car in front is 2.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, so gap to the leader is 41.1 seconds. Car ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay, gap ahead is 9.3 seconds. Piastri's ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 9.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Car ahead has some minor front wing damage, but it's currently maintaining its pace. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 38.7. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. And you've got P7, 7th place. Piastri ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 7.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That's Albon behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 23.3 seconds. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. And 26 laps to go now. So we've got 29 laps of fuel remaining. In this lap, push now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.9 seconds. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The car ahead has some front wing damage, but it's not losing too much pace yet, just be aware. Time last lap was a 1:39.6. You're closing in by 3 seconds a lap. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:38.4. You're gaining by 1.6 seconds a lap. We're currently sat in 6th. Gasly's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Piastri's behind you now. Our gap behind is 1.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, gap to leader, 22.4 seconds. Your pit window's now open, pit window is open, and that's 23 laps to go. Catch that, mate. Just say it again. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop. Okay, gap ahead is 2.0 seconds. Okay, so the gap is 19.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:35.6. Albon behind. Okay, the gap behind is 11.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:39.2. Okay, we can take you this lap. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. That's P7 now, P7, Albon just ahead, push for that position. Our gap to the car in front is 9.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs, Piastri's behind, and the gap behind us is 26.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums, pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. You've got 20 laps left until the end. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 18th. Your last lap time was a 1:44.5. Behind by 9.2 seconds. And you've got P7, 7th place, Albon ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Piastri's behind you now. Okay, gap to the car behind, 9.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops. Let's go, 19 laps to go. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 5.4 seconds. There are 22 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 57.5. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 3.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 18th. Time last lap was a 1:41.2. They're in second. The difference is 38.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 36.8. Norris just ahead, push for the position, and gap to the car in front is 2.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:36.5. Liam's coming in for his stop now. Well done. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 19 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 39.1. Okay, you're gaining by over 5 seconds a lap. Keep it up. So the difference is 28.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1:37.8. Norris behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 35.6. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Okay, Russell's ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 7.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Norris is behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 1.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The distance to the leader is 27.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. 13 laps to go. First, and the gap is 26.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Time last lap was a 1:37.9. Okay, we're down to 15 laps of fuel left now. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 7.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 35.6. Fresh softs. They're in 18th, and the time last lap was a 1:39.4. Norris behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Time last lap was a 1 minute 36.4. work, we're in P4. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Norris is behind you. Our gap behind is 3.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader is 22.1 seconds. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. And 11 laps to go. Managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.7 seconds. Norris behind. Okay, the gap behind is 5.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1:36.4. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 5.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap was a 1:35.7. And you're closing by 4/10 a lap. Keep it going. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 27 laps old. Time last lap was a 1:38.2. Okay, Sainz is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 4.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they're on 28 lap old tyres. Your last lap time was a 1:38.0. Right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Norris is behind you. And the gap behind us is 7.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. And the time last lap was a 1:36.9. You're in fourth position. Sainz ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Norris behind. We're leading the car behind by 7.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place is 8.6 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. And that's 8 laps of fuel remaining. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Time last lap was a 1 minute 36.1. Okay, so you're gaining by around 0.6 a lap. Okay, you've got P3, well done. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Sainz behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 6.7 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.2 seconds. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. P3, you're currently in P3. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 3.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, gap to the car behind. 4.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 4.3 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. 1.9 seconds. Well done, mate, well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, there's no question in my mind, it has to go to George Russell. What a performance. He's got every right to be proud of what he accomplished out there today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.